There is a phenomenon with crop circles, they're an enigma. Everybody likes them because they're an enigma. Who made them? Does it matter?
Crop circle talks to you.
The energy inside it was just unbelievable.
There's something weird about this place.
Is it extraterrestrial? Is there a parallel universe?
I've seen a lot of UFOs in this area.
Probably had half a dozen in that paddock here on the right.
Man-made or not man-made, the decision, it's the argument, it's the debate.
40 plus years we are now trying to capture it on camera.
They've never managed to actually catch us.
Oh shit. And there's still a chance that the cameras might catch something while you're here.
Welcome to the Department of Information.
Who or what is carving crop circles into the countryside?
Nobody knows what's causing them. Even the scientists are baffled.
We are looking at an extraordinary phenomenon.
Golden brown, texture like sun.
Since crop circles started popping up in the 80s, they've been the subject of massive discussion.
There's no footprints leading up to it, there's no roads, and these things appear like that. Okay, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Wow.
The question is, who's making them?
An advanced extraterrestrial race.
The plasma vortex.
These are made by hoaxers.
And while crop circles have become famous around the world, they mostly come from one little part of England.
Wiltshire. And it's mostly in England too, which is also weird.
So to get to the heart of the issue, we went to find a crop circle in Wiltshire.
With golden brown.
Oh, did we bring the mics?
No.
Could you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Eric Verkuilen. Part of my business is doing crop circle tours to England. What the most of the people like the most is the mystic around it, the mystical feeling. And because we don't know what or who has made the crop circles, don't expect anything. That's the best. So anything can come to you. The crop circle talks to you. Oh, we're now in the middle. Yeah, here, this is exactly in the middle of the circle. And this is an older crop circle. But when I came into it the first time, it feels excited and I got the goosebumps. And it keeps on going, having the goosebumps. A lot of people are in transformation, getting in higher consciousness. And places like crop circles are the trigger point to go, to really go.
This is the crop circle that appeared on the 15th of May, somewhere between 11:30 at night and 5 o'clock in the morning. This has appeared, so not sure how because there's no public access. I've had geophysics from all around the world in here and the magnetic and electronic currents have been quite phenomenal.
I think crop circles are also there for people to connect, to meet each other. I have made beautiful connections.
What have you learnt from crop circles?
I've learned from crop circles that the history of the Earth is not what they have told us. There's a totally different history and there's a lot of extraterrestrial to do with it.
Wiltshire's most famous for its ancient monuments, particularly Stonehenge and the white horses dotted around the countryside. It's also got the largest military training area in the UK, with 11% of the county owned by the Ministry of Defence. Within Wiltshire, the epicentre of crop circles is in Pewsey Vale. Not only is this where a lot of crop circles come from, but it's also the home to the official Crop Circle Visitor Centre.
It's a visitor centre for people coming from all over the world who wants to know about the phenomenon.
How do you think crop circles are formed?
I honestly have no idea. I cannot label it. Is it extraterrestrial? Is it paranormal? I think maybe there's an overall message as there's more between heaven and earth.
What happens in a real formation, something causes the sap in the stem to bubble, to heat up, and then it blows a hole in the knuckle, the back or the front, and it all just bends over beautifully.
It really took off in the 1990s, and that's with this crop circle. That's the famous Eastfield pictogram. The farmer is Tim Carson, he's pictured over there, and he had over 120 crop circles in his field.
Does he still live in Wiltshire?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
didn't know you had the chalk horse on your farm.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
Yeah, that was cut out in 1812. So the person who had the farm before my great-grandfather. So I've probably had half a dozen in that paddock here on the right.
Yeah.
The double helix was in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to fucking move again. Some fucking backs. I should take some painkillers this morning. Oh, fuck. In this paddock here was in 1990 when I was driving up the road just up there. And someone said, oh, someone's flattened or there's some flattened wheat out there. So, yeah, that was it.
For farmer Tim Carson, the corn circles are a mixed blessing.
We're getting a certain amount of damage done to the crop.
On the one hand, he now has thousands of visitors trampling across his cornfields. On the other, they are paying £1 a time for the privilege. Scientists have put forward several theories. Flying saucers landing on the crops, a fungus spreading under the soil and weakening the crops, and one popular theory, electrically charged winds swirling onto the crops and flattening them.
So most people would walk down through that way and then we could direct them into which of the tractor lines to walk down. Just defies how someone can do that in 4 hours of darkness. Handful of people who admit to it. But there's only been one successful prosecution in all those years. You know, quite a while ago, farmers in the area just said, look, we're just going to cut them out.
I'm just like looking at the thing here. You don't think it would be easy to kind of maneuver your way through without breaking anything?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you walk down one of the tram lines, yeah.
Scientists are still baffled over the mystery of corn circles in fields in southern England.
Today, the world's press gathered in anticipation to hear the answer. 2 men in their 60s from Southampton had been making circles for years, and they would show how it was done. But for serious circle watchers, a lingering doubt remains.
It's only these 2 goofballs that were making really shitty ones with boards and strings. And yet there's hundreds, if not thousands of these like really complex ones. Like, what the fuck?
Tim Carson owns a lot of Pewsey Vale and his farm extends around the Crop Circle Visitor Centre. It's also right next to a famous pub in the Crop Circle scene, the Barge Inn.
The Barge Inn is a very famous pub. It was the pub where in the beginning the researchers gathered, but then it was taken over by the hoaxers, so to say.
So what would we expect if we went to the Barge Inn tonight?
It's now a mix. It's a mix.
This is called the Barge Inn. It's a little pub in a place called Honey Street. It's more than a pub, it's like a community. If we go this way, got the main pub here, which I'm sure you can go in yourself.
Well, obviously the crop circles have been done in fields surrounding. I remember growing up when I was little and seeing them, but I haven't seen them for years.
And we're in, I guess this is the crop circle room?
Yes.
Can you run us through some of it? Do you know much about it?
I mean, I've managed to find some of the hidden aliens. The hidden aliens here, amongst the grass, one behind the speaker there, and then obviously like them abducting here.
Why is there an alien thing?
I guess that's where people think maybe the crop circles come from. That's one of the beliefs, man-made or not man-made. It's the decision, it's the argument, it's the debate.
Crop circles, the original ones, yes. The latest ones, I know people who haven't made them, so, and they're spoiling the original ones.
Do you believe in aliens?
Nothing comes from planets and stuff. It's over the Antarctic wall.
What brings you to the barge?
It's just a good buzz, a connection.
There's something weird about this place because like, I come here last year and I freaked out and ran off. But this year I'm here to embrace it, you know?
What freaked you out?
The ley lines energy or something, you know? And as well, I'm a big fan of crop circles. I actually want to make a crop circle. I want to visit them. I've visited 3 of them this year already. You know, I'm nervous about making a crop circle because I don't want to do a willy-nilly fucking job.
What do crop circles mean to you?
Land art, massive art. You know, like Banksy and street art. Crop circles is that to land art to me. You know, and the anonymity and the secret.
And what do you think about the people who spend their lives researching crop circles?
I love it. It's a fairy tale, isn't it? Mate, Vincent van Gogh didn't chop his ear off. Vincent van Gogh didn't commit suicide. Here you go, bro. Is that enough?
Wait, so what happened to Vincent van Gogh?
Many people believe Vincent van Gogh killed himself. Many people believe UFOs made the crop circles. Do you get the similarity there?
No.
It's a tough one.
So what have we got as we're coming up here?
Just more of the canal. Guess they're farmers' fields. That's the famous white horse.
What do you think about crop circles?
If I knew shit, I wouldn't give it away. Yeah, man. Look what happens to Santa Claus. No one believes that shit anymore, do they? How about we swap round for 5 minutes and I'll do the interview?
What are you going to ask?
What the hell are you doing at the barge? Why you brought cameras and who the hell do you think you are? No. Thank you.
What do crop circles kind of mean to the local area?
The locals are not happy with crop circles. And there are many groups. You have the farmers who are not amused, to say the least. The croppies, you have the tourists who come along. And then you have the hoaxers, the debunkers. You have the rural crime team who is involved. The night watches. You have the media, all kinds of people, and they all can interfere with each other.
So who are the hoaxers?
The people who claim they are making crop circles.
My name's Matthew Williams, and I'm one of the circle makers, or I used to be. I was very active from 1992 up till my arrest in 2000. I got to be the only person who's ever been arrested for making crop circles.
How many circles do you think you've made?
Oh, it's up in the hundreds.
Do you know the farmer who owns all this?
Yeah, I do know the farmer, Farmer Carson. Initially, when crop circles started coming, they were charging people money to go and see the circles, so it was quite a money spinner for them. There's a lot of people don't tell it how it is from the research community. They know it's people, but they don't tell the public that. A lot of the plants at night are quite supple because you get the condensation comes down, so they actually naturally bend. And then the plant itself wants to grow back towards the light. That leads to the kind of, what they say, bent stems. God, there've been a lot of crop circles in these fields over the years. This is the epicenter, really.
Do people try and spot you while you're making circles from up here?
People have been up here with night vision equipment and doing sky watches and trying to see whether there's anybody in the field, but they've never managed to actually catch us. It's illegal activities, you know, so you don't want to be caught because, you know, you could get the same trouble I got into, which is criminal record.
A lot of the researchers we've talked to said it's man-made ones, but some of them are so complex that they couldn't be made by people.
Well, the more complicated they are, the more likely it is they are made by people. People came along and then started to put patterns into it, and then they honed their art. I went around documenting this. I spoke to loads of crop circle makers. It's usually a minimum of 3 people. That's because you need somebody to stand in the centre, somebody to stand on the edge, and 1 person to walk the lines.
Is it difficult when people think aliens have done it rather than you?
Well, it's not difficult for the people. You're the one who's got the warm feeling inside, you know it was you.
Do you believe in aliens?
I do actually, yeah. I've seen a lot of UFOs in this area. That's why I came down here. Before I made crop circles, I was a UFO researcher, and I came to this area to actually look for UFOs. I do believe in the spiritual aspect of crop circles, and that's why we were making them. We went to this field just as we were starting. 3 balls of light came on the edge of the field. I kind of get the feeling that we were kind of ushered out by something. You're not meant to be here. The paranormal.
You think researchers and crop circle makers have more in common than they realise?
Well, I think crop circle researchers need circle makers. I mean, without the circle makers, there wouldn't be an art form for them to go and research. And I mean, this is evidenced by the fact that there's not so much out there now. I mean, most of the circle makers have kind of stopped doing it.
Seems like there's a little bit of tension between everyone in the community.
Well, yeah, like I say, I mean, I've had physical attacks. It does get to you. Oops. Yeah. I haven't been down the barge as much as I should really. You know, you come in, if the bar's full of people who know, you can openly talk about it, you know, and if it's not, then you just sort of like revert to talking about the weather and the television and the latest movies and blah, blah.
As we said goodbye to Matthew in the car park, some other crop circle enthusiasts recognised him. But it turned out they had a different view on who was making the circles. It was good being able to go back and forth between both sides to find out what was going on. Unfortunately, you can't always have this sort of balance in everyday news. But there is one thing that's been helping us, a platform called Ground News. They're an app and website that brings together heaps of different sources of topics in the news and gives you a visual breakdown of the biases and backgrounds of each source. For example, Palantir released their manifesto a few weeks ago. Ground News shows how different sources present the story differently. While a right-leaning source says Palantir is fighting Silicon Valley elites, a left-leaning source discusses their critics, who call them techno-fascists. You can also see the bias, factuality, and ownership of each individual source. We always try to hear from heaps of different people in our documentaries to figure out what's going on, and that's exactly what Ground News is doing, which is why we were keen to work with them, and we reckon you guys would love them too. You can get 40% off the Unlimited Vantage plan if you scan this QR code, or use our link, ground.news/DOI. The link is also in the description. Also, we're just a few friends making these and don't have funding or anything. So if you sign up, it helps us make more independent documentaries. Anyway, back to Matthew and the croppies we just bumped into.
So you guys in the crop circle community as well. So do you guys want to do an interview? Yeah, cool.
As soon as I saw the English crop circles, I was going like, yes, this is it.
I was very drawn to the circles in the early 2000s and was lucky enough to go into many formations.
We were talking to Matthew before and he says pretty much they're all man-made.
If you say all crop circles are man-made, that means that you have probably witnessed all the crop circles being made. Otherwise, how can you state such a thing? I think it's really a strange, unintelligent thing to say. There's more between heaven and earth than we know about, and it's showing itself in the fields.
So you reckon we could get a tour of the van?
You please do.
So how long have you had this for?
It must be 2012, I think, about. So yeah, so over 10 years. That's very Hindi stuff. He's very interesting. He's to do with like ayahuasca stuff.
Crop circle sort of inspired paintings, you know, like this. You see?
And they're inspired by crop circles?
Yeah, and maybe vice versa. Maybe crop circles are inspired by my art. That also happens.
Oh, the barge inn! Are you going to go down to the barge inn?
We were there last night.
Well, that was, yes, they brought a lot of people together. I think because it was just so close to Pusey Vale, where a lot of the circles were appearing.
How's crop circles tied into your personal life?
It was a difficult time in my life. My husband had just committed suicide, so in the shock of it all, it was giving me another angle to deal with my mortality, immortality. Seeing people dealing with their different struggles was hugely inspiring.
This is the epicenter of the crop circle phenomenon. Would it be everywhere in the world, then these people wouldn't connect, you know?
So, now imagine gazing up through the great dispassionate eyes of observers, head slightly tilted to one side the way a bird does, staring quizzically and all the silly little lines.
I've been here since I was 3 years old. My mum used to have a narrowboat, always moored along here, and my dad used to have a cottage 2 fields down. It's such a different atmosphere and like outlook in the world.
So you'll immediately see we've like baby gated up. Managed to get a piano on here, which we're pretty happy with. Show them what you can do. Yay!
Good night, all right.
This is our bedroom.
How's your experience been with the barge inn?
Oh, the barge inn is the best pub in the known universe, isn't it?
In the unknown universe, yeah, we love it.
Right.
It's a real pivotal part of this community, I think.
Yeah, and it's kind of slap bang in the middle of like quite an important landscape for, well, it's like a historic landscape, isn't it? You've got Neolithic bollocks popping up all over the place. So you get the crop circles popping up all around here as well, and I think there's an interesting story there that's been happening for hundreds of years. There's like 14 white horses dug out in the chalk in the landscape, and clearly the landscape was just kind of beckoning the people to create this huge piece of like land art. Fast forward to today, and you've still got like giant pieces of artwork popping up on the land around here. So there's something, I think it's something in the air, you know, the land is kind of conducive towards it.
There's been traditions going here for absolute thousands of years. A lot of people are trying to some way in touch with that, and that's why they come here, sometimes just looking and not knowing what they'll find.
Why are you making this alien?
Oh, I do paper mache, what do I do?
Do you believe in aliens?
No, I don't believe in aliens, so I look stupid.
You think a few
I
people
believe
around?
that we went to the moon, unlike most people who believe that some postman on Facebook. No, it's bullshit. I feel for the farmer.
Yeah.
Not these sad little bastards.
Really?
All that crap.
The crop circlers?
Oh man, no, really, fucking aliens.
Really? You don't like them?
What?
The crop circlers?
It's like bullshit, they destroy somebody's crops. It's like graffiti.
You reckon you like most people?
What's the like about them? Most of them are a piece of shit. But most people just want to take the piss. You know, get something out of me for free.
Us, we're leeches.
Probably, you're a journalist type. So.
What do you think about us?
And you're all bloody dodgy.
Right.
What's he doing?
Walk to the pub. So what do you drink usually?
Beer. Lager's not beer.
It's 1:34. So we'll be in about an hour and a half.
See, look, and when people say the strange lights in the fields, it was just us randomly smoking because we're knackered.
By the 1980s, they were increasing into the hundreds. As media reports increased, crop circles increased. As the media brought the crop circle to the United States and Canada with programs like Unsolved Mysteries, so did the crop circles.
Isn't one of the great problems with something like this, you can't prove it and you can't disprove it?
Right, you can't prove a negative.
I was starting to accept I wasn't ever going to get a definitive answer about where the crop circles were coming from, but I still wanted to understand why people devote their lives to them. So we went back to see Monique at the Crop Circle Visitor Centre. In the car park, we bumped into Rosie and Randall, and then just after, another familiar face walked past.
Charlie, you going to come Crop Circle Centre?
Sorry.
Right, see you,
They all go in the pub if you want to see them.
Wait, so how do you guys all know each other?
Through the crop circles.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what are we going to do today?
You want to have a tour at the centre in the exhibition?
So what are we going to do today?
Well, I think we're just driving around, have a look at some of the places where I've created crop circles in the past. This is Tim Carson's land on both sides, and I made a lot of crop circles over there in his field before he started cutting them out. I mean, I've done crop circles in this field over here, in that field over there. That was the field that I actually got in trouble for.
Wow, this is amazing. This is the ancient history, which you can also find on the timeline, but we go more in depth over here. And then we step into the modern history, where you will see Tim Carson. The night is formed, dogs were barking all the time, and in the morning batteries of cars were flat. I honestly believe there's some mysterious thing going on, but like I said before, I cannot label it.
Do you think people could have made it?
This? No.
No, I don't think this one. No. People obviously can make crop circles if they have enough time and if they are really skilled. But I fail to understand how they did, for example, this one. For 40 plus years, we are now trying to capture it on camera, and no one succeeded yet. Maybe the phenomenon doesn't want to be captured on camera yet.
So the feet are the equivalent of the pencil, and the board is the equivalent of a big paintbrush. So you only turn on one foot now, on the ball of your foot, okay? And then that would be the equivalent of a central point, and this keeps me at the same distance all the way around. You know, you walk along the tram lines, but in general, you just find blank spots like that, and you just walk through, and you don't leave any marks. Oh shit. Might not be good.
Does that make you nervous?
Well, I don't want the farmer finding out what we're doing. Hiya.
Can I ask you not to walk in the crop, please? Because it's barley, it goes flat really easily.
Oh, right,
and if you walk a little tiny little track, the wind will get into it, and as soon as it goes, a whole stretch of it will go flat.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. You see, that's how easy it is to get caught in the daytime. That's why you do them at night.
So every time you find something really interesting, there comes someone who claims, I did it.
Yeah, there's a lot of debunking going on and through the years, and it's probably CIA kind of stuff. They just want to keep the frequencies of the people a bit low.
It could be that they are afraid that if it comes out that there is something real going on, real as in unexplained, it might scare a lot of people.
Before I came out as being known as a circle maker, I knew most of the researchers and none of them had a clue I was making circles. The reason I get so much hassle is because I'm quite a public face of circle making, and I've talked about it a lot. Hello, welcome to Circle Makers TV, the only Circle Makers TV channel that interviews circle makers and is a TV channel. Hello, Matthew Williams here, and I'm going to have a little rant now, just a little rant. The YouTube viewers who watch my videos and just don't get it. And then I have to hold back my temper from saying to these people, excuse me, do you have a brain cell? When I came out as being a circle maker, quite a lot of those people didn't want to know me anymore. They thought it was a betrayal, and they didn't understand that the reasons we were doing it were because we were trying to kind of connect with the paranormal, and we were having strange experiences.
What do you think about people at the barge who say they make crop circles?
Well, I think no matter if they come from the barge or anywhere else, if you make crop circles without permission of the farmer, it's vandalism. So I don't like that.
It's a well-known thing for farmers to exaggerate. There's this kind of thing that they do, which is get off my land, which is like, you know, from that hill to the sea is my land, and you can't go on any of it. Well, where's my little bit of land then? Because you're greedy. Why do you get to be the guy with all the land? So this is the scribing you do to make the line. Now you get your stomper board. We would never do it by eye. So this is not technically how we would do this, but it's good enough just to show you how much of an area of crop you can down very quickly. And then in this bit, I could do a bit of a swirl or something. So it doesn't take long, but
whoa.
I didn't start with a neat circle. Should have used the tape measure, but there we are.
Well, it's been a life changer, but I sold my company for it, and at that time my children were teenagers, so they thought I lost it. I dedicated the rest of my life to it. I just wanted to share the information, to show the information for future generations, and to inform people about this beautiful phenomenon.
Do you think it feels like we might be spoiling crop circles by making this documentary?
I think that there's been enough over the years saying that crop circles can't be made by humans, so a couple of little documentaries here and there talking about the human circle making side of it's not going to harm.
Why do you want people to know it's humans?
I want people to know the truth, because in the truth there is still a lot that you could get from it to know that the paranormal exists, and the paranormal is touching the circle makers as much as it's touching the people who visit the crop circles afterwards. With time, eventually, this will be remembered as the art form that it is, which is, you know, humans have made it and paranormal things manifest around it.
How come you think there's less crop circles now than there used to be?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Last year we only had 6, 7, which was the lowest number in history since it has been recorded, since the 1980s. Could be many reasons for that, but we don't know. There are really more questions than answers.
Yeah. Even if no more are made or less are made, the fact is, I guess there's a sort of history here. A lot of emotional memories as well. Right?
Well, I guess I'll go down first.
So yes.
We won't rush you down the stairs.
It shouldn't need an explanation, even if it is like man-made either. It should be secretive in a way. There is a wonder to it. We all believe in something, don't we? Or I feel like we should all believe in something.
Yeah, you know, I think if it makes people happy, then leave them to it, isn't it? You know, each their own. If somebody wants to believe in aliens, that they've flown from galaxies away to come and make a pretty pattern in the fields of Wiltshire and not many other places else, then yeah, so be it. It's a very artistic, humanistic thing to do, to leave your mark, you know, in the ground or on the walls or wherever it might be, or on paper or whatever your art form is.
Probably has been going on for absolute hundreds of years. I am a circle maker. The first ever crop circle I made was when I was 13 years old. We went to visit the circle the day after it was made, and we all sat down, and this real hippie guy, he was like, I can feel the energies that have made this circle, like the almighty beings. We're like, oh yeah, we're those aliens, but can't really say that to them, can you? There's a lot of ancient power that I don't feel like we fully comprehend. Having these places still tangible and like open to us can help us access that forgotten past.
We had one night left in Wiltshire, and Monique had told us about a group called the Night Watchers, who camp out to watch for strange activity in the sky and try to spot crop circles forming. So we went back to Milk Hill to spend the night with them.
What do you think is the joy associated with crop circles?
The fact that there might be a guiding force or intelligence that cares for us, that there might be help out there when we need it. Yeah, you know, because I mean, we seem to be trashing the planet. There's probably more life here that we know about, you know. I mean, apparently every spherical planet is hollow. It couldn't not be hollow. Apparently what I heard is that there's 52, is it 52 types of bipedal humanoid beings in this part of the spiral arm of the Orion arm alone that we know about, and it's on the front of a can of baked beans, Heinz baked beans. But it must be then, if that's the case, that these people that make the baked beans know all about it. You know, and then
do you like being in nature?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. If you go to the headquarters of the baked beans, Heinz baked beans, razor wire, dogs, seriously, why would they want to protect a baked bean factory?
Fire's looking good.
Yeah, that's what we're after.
We had such fun in the crop circles. Can you imagine great big circles of people all in together?
Beautiful.
Or lying down on the ground and tuning in or playing instruments. We did everything in them. The history of this country is ancient.
What keeps you guys going through all the long nights?
You might see something, you know, you might or might not, you know, that and a strong hot cup of coffee.
See, when you do, I mean, you've got to be here to know what it does for you. This is the point, really.
Once you see something you didn't think was possible, then you see more. You know, it opens your mind, and next things you see more.
I had a bit of a strange experience 5 years ago, and I felt like I'd been picked up by a spaceship. I used to just joke about it, but you know, there was trauma attached to it, so I wasn't quite sure what was going on.
Yeah.
in my head, really.
Yeah, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't not going to, actually. I was, you know, like I say, I think exchanges with strangers are quite significant.
What are the main things that you've learnt?
I think just accept our existence, stop trying to work it out. As you get older, I think you learn things about what it is just to be, but we're too busy doing, getting married, having children, bringing them up, going to university, doing, and we never actually take time to sit and just be.
Yeah, like one thing, you know, what I was basically, so you see old people.
Yeah.
And what I've now found out is actually the hill is not maybe so to find a golden ball flower on the golden ball hill, you know, is
Oh yeah, we can see if anything happens now. Yeah.
I can actually see some flashing lights up there.
You see up here, we've got a beautiful summer triangle. If I went up into space, it would have to be in an extra-dimensional craft because their technology is vastly superior and they've been patrolling cosmos for millions of years.